Oh, okay. Well, to pick one, well, they're so different. I think I like Paul when he was with the Beatles, when he was still kind of sort of collaborating with John. I can't say that I was necessarily knocked out by his solo stuff as much as I was when he was still with the Beatles. And Bob Dylan's fresh on my mind because this morning, as I was taking my son into his swim meet, Dylan, like a Rolling Stone was on, I was giving my son the rundown on how this was the song of a generation, and it was like the quintessential song of the 60s, and the Rolling Stones named their band after it, and so many songs have been recorded, covered Bob Dylan songs that you never knew were Bob's, and then it was like, wow, dude could write. But yeah, it's hard to pass up on Paul, especially during the Beatles. They're both incredible. As far as like listening and enjoying, I probably enjoy Carole King a little bit more, just because I don't know. What I like about Joni is she wrote a lot of songs with alternate tunings. I think she experimented a lot with tunings, and that like kind of directed her in different directions and caught you off guard with some of the things that she did. So I love that about her. But Carole, she's just classic. She had just so many great songs. Well, I'm gonna go with Willie. Willie, I heard a songwriter or an artist once say about Willie, and I have to agree. He didn't like write a whole lot. He doesn't have a huge catalog, but what he wrote was fantastic. And going back to when he was called the Redheaded Stranger, and he had short hair. I don't know if you ever seen Willie with short hair, like clean cut. It's hysterical. It was back when he wrote Crazy for Patsy Cline. And you could tell he's just got such depth in his songwriting. That's hard to say. I think they were both great songwriters, and they're just, I know that Paul gets written off as more of a pop and more fluffy and more of a melody maker, and John was more of the thinker, and I think they crossed over. I think there was times when the John was poppy and Paul was very thoughtful and deep with, I think Eleanor Rigby is an incredible song lyrically. Gosh, that's a great one. If I was going to say what my favorite Beatles songs were, I would probably say George Harrison. I'm just